If God exists, why doesn't he simply appear before everyone? One appearance would end every debate. There would be no atheists, no doubters, and no confusion. So why doesn't God just come before humanity? Hamza Ali Abbasi offers a fascinating perspective on this question. He says the answer lies in understanding free will. Imagine for a moment that God appeared before every human being today. According to this perspective, his majesty and magnificence would be so overwhelming that every person would immediately bow before him. Not because they freely chose to, but because they would be standing before the creator of the universe. At that point, faith would no longer be faith. It would simply be accepting what your own eyes can already see. Hamza Ali Abbasi explains that this world is meant to be a test, and a test only has meaning when you have the freedom to choose. Think of it like an examination. If a teacher writes every answer on the board before the exam begins, everyone will pass. But was it ever really a test? He gives another simple example from everyday life. Many people break traffic rules when no police officer is around. But the moment they see a traffic policeman, they immediately stop, wear their seatbelt, and obey the signal. Why? Because visible authority changes human behavior. According to this reasoning, if God were visibly present before us all the time, human beings would obey because they could see the ultimate authority watching them. That would leave little room for genuine choice. He also addresses another common question. People often say, if God wants me to believe, why doesn't he speak to me directly? Why send angels and prophets? According to the Islamic perspective he presents, God chose to send his message through angels to his prophets. The message reaches humanity, but people still remain free to accept it or reject it. If God spoke directly to every individual in a way that removed every doubt, then belief would no longer be a choice. Hamza Ali Abbasi also makes an interesting point. If people had absolute certainty after seeing God, many would simply say, now that I've seen him, I'll obey. Once I know paradise is real, I'll do good. But actions taken only after certainty are very different from actions chosen through sincere faith. In this understanding, the unseen is not meant to make belief impossible. It is what makes free will possible. This life is where we choose our path. The hereafter is where certainty begins. Whether you agree with this explanation or not, it raises a profound question. If God appeared before every human being today, would faith still be a choice, or would it simply become a reaction? Let me know your thoughts respectfully in the comments.